Welcome back to If Just for Today. I'm Craig G. I'm your host. Again, very grateful all of you are here. Today's If Just for Today is If Just for Today, let me accept the unacceptable. As many of If Just for Today's, it's sometimes a little difficult to understand. And people will say, well, what do you mean accept the unacceptable? Well, life is on life's terms. Yes, we are responsible to try to be the best human beings we can be. But I can't change nature. I can't change another person. This is God's will, God's way. And it's also God's will, God's way for me to want to be the best human being I can be. Of course, I will miss the mark many times, and everybody will miss the mark many times. If they deny it or not, that's up to them. It's not that's their side of the street. But accepting the unacceptable allows us to move through it. You know, you could turn around and say, no, I'm not going to accept something, and I don't care what the crisis is. Well, you can say it all you want, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Um, you know, from a person that's had many unacceptable events in my life, I am so grateful today that I can look at these events. And many I was stuck for a long time, you know, um, and I carried that baggage. I was a victim of a kidnapping as a teenager, involved with that, and that carried a lot of baggage because I didn't want to let it go. I could not accept. Well, as soon as I was able to get past that, then I was able to learn from the experience. And of course, I never wish anything bad to any human being. But all of these experiences will help and surely help me become a better human being. And that's what all these if just for today's are about. They're about us working towards being better human beings. We're never going to be perfect. But do I want to be the captain of my ship? Or do I want to be on a ship that is just aimlessly wandering nowhere? I don't want to go that way. I've done that, did that, not happy with it. And, you know, you keep hearing me mention, for me, it's all about God. Because I'm going to tell you, in the last 8 years, I have seen the plethora of, call them miracles. And as I've gone through my steps and have done the 4 step, God, so many numerous of times now, I get to look back at all those unacceptable events that happened in my life and be able to pick away the wisdom and knowledge that I was leaving on the table. And that goes back to the saying, take what you like. And in program, they say, leave the rest. I don't like that saying at all. Matter of fact, with my sponsees and in my own life, my attitude is take what you like and store the rest. And why do I say store the rest? Because I find the things that I thought I would never be interested, when my mind finally opened up and could see through the fog, how important some of those things were. And yes, there were things not important. If we get stuck on not willing to accept something, it's exactly that. You're stuck. You become fixed. It's almost like cement curing. And once that's cured, it's really hard to chisel out of it. It's much easier during the event to realize you don't have to like it. Not at all. But it's much easier if you can accept it and look for that slightest bright light to help guide you through that. As I've said many times, many of these, if just for today's, are so hyperlinked back and forth to each other. And they're also hyperlinked to the steps. And I keep coming back to the steps because I think the steps are so important. All I can say is, I know not only in my life, and so many people that I'm involved with, those that accept. I'm not saying you have to ingratiate. I'm not saying you have to wantingly, but the more you can just free yourself to accept things that are terrible situations. And when you can accept them, then you can do a step forward, which I call a searching, fearless, moral, truthful, honest, congruent inventory. And you can then see the attributes to it, the negatives of it, and then you get to develop a roadmap of how to navigate around it or through it and not be stuck. Um, and the more you as an individual can find serenity and harmony and really develop a excellent foundation in your own life, you will be amazed the effect you can have on others, even though you may not know you're having that effect on others. It is okay. You know, I'm just so grateful to be able to do these. And I'm so grateful for those of you that keep coming back and watching these, if just for today's. As you know, there's nothing I'm looking from this other than to share this forward. And if you do like these, please hit the like button on the YouTube channel. Also, consider subscribing to the channel because as I do these videos, you will be notified of them. And most importantly, share this with others because this is meant to be shared with others. And until next time, if just for today, have a wonderful day. And thank you for being here. Oh, P.S. Also, if you like them, leave a comment. I love the comments. Have a good day.